friends, and welcome to today's party. And you guys know that I, of course, love the cards, and I do have a deck of cards for us today. This is the message, but primarily I want to play dice. Last time we had a dice game together. It was really fun, and I couldn't wait to do it again. So I have my dice and my playing board all organized. I'm just going to light up some sage. And are you getting the audio? AA, can you hear me okay? Hi, Kane. Welcome. I hope you guys can hear me okay, because last time I had some trouble with the audio and then it all worked out. Hi, Lily. Welcome. I remember Lily from the other reading. Okay, so today, let me light our sage first. May our time together be blessed. May our spirit guides be present. May we be alert to what the divine has for us today as we play our dice game. My ashes are escaping here. So here's the deal. I was thinking about my mom today because she was a very difficult person. Gosh, God love her. She's passed away many years right now. But when she was here on the planet, we had so many troubling times together. And there were so many times that I thought to myself, what is going on? Why is this happening? What do I need to know? So that's the heart of this reading. It could be for somebody in your past. It could be somebody you wish you were in relationship, but you're not with them anymore. It could be somebody that you've had dreams about. Could be a boss. It could be anybody. But right now, what I'm wanting for you to do is pull somebody into your mind that you are curious what's going on with them. Why are they acting this way? So I am going to, I've got all of my dice in here, and there are not, whoopsie, sorry about that. I love that. I love that it happened. There's no escape from this reading today. Anyway, I'm going to shake the dice. I'm going to pick 3 from the bag for every reading. And I'm starting with you. AA came into my reading it was last month. And she hadn't experienced me before, and I was playing dice that day. And it was cool because she was so enchanted that she started to follow and became a moderator. So thank you so much for coming. Introducing myself, I'm Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot, and we are all about breaking the patterns that are keeping us captive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the dice. I want you to think of somebody who is troubling you, somebody that you wish to know what's going on with them, okay? And then we'll throw the dice and we'll see. Okay, so for you, we have the cane, and down here for them, we have the letter L and the book. So, what I'm perceiving here oops, sorry, I'm feeling like jumpy today. So I'm wondering, are you feeling jumpy? Are you looking for action with this person? You're tired of sitting still. You feel like you're handicapped or you're diminished. The cane here is something that an elderly person would use, right? And so I feel like there's a part of your energy that is feeling broken, feeling like you can't move. You need a cane, you need support in order to communicate. There's something going on with your person where you're feeling less than what you wish you would feel. So you wonder what's going on with them. So here it is. Oh, it's your dad. How interesting. So that letter L is for me, it's about love. Okay. And so with your person, love is absolutely the heart of what's going on. I have adult children, and it's difficult to translate my love into action when they're adults, because when they were little, it was just so easy. You know, I would prepare their food, or we would go to the park together. I could push them on the swing. They would come home from school and tell me all of what's going on. But then as they became adults, and now they're in their 40s, it's an entirely different situation. And so your father has had a difficult time knowing how to communicate to you as an adult. I can say that from my own life experience. I know that that is true. Another thing that's going on for your person is that they're a by the book person. Their old traditions, the way they've always done things, is what's important. So anytime that you go against the grain or you act outside of your cultural norms or just could be religious norms, how you were brought up, that your person is how can I say, captivated about the way things should be. All right. So it's important that you realize that for you, you may feel like you're limping because you can't be your full self and fit with your person, in this case your dad. Look at this line between you. So what's the message? The message is that only the divine can help you. Only what do you call it, surrendering your relationship with your father, that is the only way to go forward. It's very important that you continue to walk strong in your youthful energy and understand that he may be disappointed in you as you go forward. I struggle accepting the choices of my children, even though they're both doing well and they're both conducting life as best they can. It's just that loving loving them as an adult can be difficult. Now, right now, I feel a catch in my throat, and that's always a sign that somebody's having trouble speaking their truth. So I'm going to give you a tip. When you need to talk to your dad or confront him about something, you want to use the Oreo cookie technique, which means you praise your dad for something that's true, say what it is you need to say, and then finish with a compliment. All right? And so an example might be, Dad, I know how you embrace the traditions that we grew up with, and that is so powerful, and it's a wonderful way to be. And then, when I am not allowed to do this or that, or when you say this or that, it hurts my feelings. And I know you would never intentionally do that. And then finishing with a compliment. You have always been an important presence in my life, and I love you. Exercises like that can help you cross this bridge between you. Okay? You know where I'm at. You know where my. Also, I want to mention AA has been familiar with my work, but what I have on my website, manifestfaster.com, are articles and free resources that you can use to be able to move the needle for this, because you don't have to carry the burden of your father's life into your current life. Some of our mindset makes us believe that there's such a connection that we cannot be free to be ourselves. Okay, so what's going on with them is that they really are rigidly in place, and there's nothing you can do to change that, right? And that's important for you to know. Now, let me draw a card for you, and then I will be reading the dice for whoever is here. I'm going to do as many reads as I can today, and so if you're interested in having me throw the dice, make sure to let me know as you're watching along, okay? So this is our deck, the Avalon Magic deck, okay? And here's the card that popped out for you. And this is interesting because when I look at this card, I see all of this energy coming, right? This is really cool because all of this energy is sweeping in. And I believe that's the divine light that is coming into this reading just for you. You are feeling isolated in a tower, and you're not getting the sustenance of spirit. There's something about your own mindset that's holding you back, okay? So as you move forward, remember, the divine is here to help you in every moment. All you need to do is acknowledge and receive. And here's your message. The path isn't always a straight line. You come back to things that you thought you understand and see deeper truths. So true for you. So take a screenshot of this little message for yourself, okay, A? And be sure to contact me. I would love to know how this reading has struck you. So thank you very much. Kane, I know you're here. I saw you earlier. And so, my dear Kane, Lily, I saw you were here also. So let me just I need to write the names down so I don't get. Hi, Prince, welcome. So we have Kane and Lily and Prince. Would you like to have the dice thrown for you? I would love to do that. So I'm just going to put the dice back into the bag. My mom, one of the things she did was she traveled to China and she taught English to students over there. And this bag was one of the pieces that she brought home, which is really cool. And even though my mom and I had such a difficult time together, she did apologize to me when she was dying. I'm a hospice volunteer, and it's something you never think about, hospicing your own mom. But she was able to apologize to me clearly and felt just the sense of her own responsibility for the difficulty in our relationship. And not everybody gets to have that, but I'm glad that I did. Welcome everyone. If you're not familiar, I'm Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot, and today we're throwing dice for what it is what's going on with your person. So the way you participate is you can certainly listen in and claim anybody's reading. That's totally cool. But what we're doing right now is we're just seeing what's going on with your person. So, Prince, you are going to definitely be able to enjoy. Hi, Norma. Welcome, and thank you for being here. I know that AA, our admin, our moderator today, is going to keep me best I can on target for following the order of the reading. So now, Kane, hold the person in your mind that you want to know about, and let's drop the dice. Okay. Okay, what's going on with your person? What's going on with Kane's person? Okay. All right, so what I'm seeing is that you have been having your magnifying glass out. Now, what that means, oh, there's a little hummingbird right here outside my window. That's very cool. The little warrior never rests. Okay, so Prince, you do not need to repeat your question. You are in line, but there are several people in front of you, so just watch and listen, and I'll call your name. Okay, so Cain, there's a word called myopic, which to me is like when you're only seeing a tiny speck. So with your person, there may be a habit or a pattern of their behavior that's been taking your focus, and you are focusing on one small aspect of them. You know how a magnifying glass works. But what's happening for them is that they're searching, all right? Something in their life is causing them to search for an answer. They may be not able to communicate to anyone what's going on, but it's going to take time. Okay, so as your person takes the time to investigate what is going on, what you're going to realize is you're going to bring to yourself a lot of peace of mind. What I would suggest for you, Cain, is that you allow yourself to see take the magnifying glass and put it in your pocket. And you want to write down all the positive aspects of your person. What is going right for them? What do you admire about them? Because as you step away, they're going to feel relieved that you're not pressuring them, that you're not insisting on some sort of communication. And you can lift them up and you can ask the divine on their behalf, please help them find their way. Please help them use this time to find what it is that you are that you are looking for. Okay, allow them to be free to do their own searching. Is it a little scary? It is, because if they're not responding to you, you may feel cut off. But remember, in spiritual reality, we're not truly cut off from anyone. So, Kane, I'm going to go through the Avalon Magic cards today, and we'll see what is the message. What is the message? You can see that all the cards are each card is different in the design, which is one of the reasons I love to use this deck. It's called Avalon Magic, and this one has pulled my attention. Oops. Okay. It's so interesting because look at how the art supports the dice here, because this figure is seeking. She's by herself and she's seeking guidance. That's exactly the reading of the dice. Let's look at the message. Welcome the solitude. It is time to replenish your weary soul. Cain, this is so true for you. I know you feel isolated at times and as if you're cut off. But the truth is, many times when someone is doing spiritual seeking, they need to cut off people in order to make sense of it. Okay, Cain? I hope that this reading is meaningful for you. And again, please feel free to email me. Let me know what your situation is, and I can send you a resource, okay? Also, take a look at manifestfaster.com, because that's where there are quizzes to take, and there's a lot of resources there for you. All right, next I have Lily and then Prince. Okay, so Lily and then Prince, and I'm not sure who's coming next. So A, could you just put the next three after Prince so that I don't have too many that are for me to look at, because I just want to keep it simple. Hi, Norma. Okay, so excellent. Everybody, let's throw some appreciation for AA's moderation here. We so appreciate it. And let's pull 3 dice for Miss Lily. Miss Lily, I'm so glad you're here today on this read. And let me toss the dice. So all you do is hold in your mind the person that you're thinking about. Okay? Lily, Prince, Kumar. Excellent. And then who is it? 2 more after Kumar. After Kumar, give me the next 2. I so appreciate you, AA, for keeping me on target. Okay? All right, so now what I'm looking at here is the scale of justice that is in right on the bridge, right? So we have the bridge between, and we have the scale of justice. So what that is showing me is there may be something in the legal world. This could be about a divorce. It could be about an inheritance. But there's something going on that has not been fair. Okay? So Lily, as you hold in your mind, is there something going on that hasn't been fair? So let's take a look. So here we have the magnet and we have the home. So it looks to me like in your mind, you are feeling magnetic, that you are wanting to have a connection with your other person. Sometimes this, okay, he wasn't fit. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, thank you. Now, the fact this is for sure the story of this die is about something not being fair. And so what it shows here, and this may not be easy for you, Lily, but I always love, okay, Norma and Deviansha. Okay. Okay, thank you guys for being patient with me. But this may be difficult for you to hear, Lily, but your person is also feeling like something's not fair. And that is hard, isn't it? When somebody has not been fair with you, and then you can kind of think that you can think that that other person has treated you wrong. And sometimes it's hard to realize that in their view, they may not be correct, but they're also feeling that something is not fair. So take that in. Now you felt magnetism with the person, and you felt that this relationship was supposed to develop into something. You felt it was a magnetic connection. And they were very concerned with the material goods going on in their life. This home represents materialism. And sometimes when somebody is very comfortable in how they live, they don't have room to invite somebody else in. And they may feel that your expectations of what you wanted was not what they wanted. Many times when there's a separation, it's because there's a misunderstanding between the two. The bridge between you is on this unfairness. So if both of you are feeling, I call it a pinch, where there's a pinch of unpleasantness, there's something in the situation that doesn't feel fair. And also because this is not a relationship like in your family. It's not about blood. Whereas what you could hear when we did A's reading, it was more about a bloodline relationship. And those also have, and the bloodline relationships have more importance because they can't escape from you the way a boyfriend, girlfriend, even a best friend can make a choice to turn away from you. So right now, what's important for you to know is this is like a stalemate where it's a tie. Both of you are feeling ill at ease about each other, and this unfairness has been part of it. So in this moment right now, the best thing you can do is, how can I say, to be able to accept the separation. That's what I want to say. I believe you're being called to take your focus off of this relationship. Lily, you have a big life. You have friends. You have neighbors. You may have a pet. You may have a career. Throw your focus into the other parts of your life for this whole week. You guys know I come back every Sunday and I come live. So just for 1 week, focus all of your creative energy on anything but your person. That will loosen up this connection. If it's meant to be, if it's meant to reconnect, you're going to get a sign. We don't know at this point. All we know is that both of you are having hurt feelings. And if maybe your person is on this live, wouldn't that be hilarious? But your person also needs to have refreshment and time to reconsider. When you pull your energy away, and you turn your magnetism to the rest of your world, you're going to breathe refreshment into that person. Maybe it's in the highest good of both of you that you move on. That's what's going to become more and more clear as you go forward this week. So let's draw a card for you, Lily, and let's see what it is that the Avalon Magic cards have for you. Okay, here this card flipped over. I always love when they flip over. It's such a clear indication that the divine has a special message for you. Lily, look at this figure alone. Look at her back turned. Her back is turned. That's just like I said here with this magnetism. Turning your back to your person just for 1 week and focus on what's working in your life. Focus on your career. Focus on your family of origin. Gratitude is a magical tool. What are you currently grateful for? Every day this week, find 5 things that you are sincerely grateful for. This will break that pattern of hurt feelings coming from this person. Let's see what your message is. I love the cards. You guys who follow my channel, you know I always say the cards do all the work. How could a random card flipping so readily echo the message of our dice? Spend time reclaiming your balance. There you will find peace. When you look at our scale of justice right there, that's balance. The way to balance out this energy is to focus on what's working for you, focus on what is happy in your life, and have discipline to release this person. Okay? If they're meant to come back to you, they will come back to you. But the truth is, this you have a choice to make for your own peace of mind. Hi, Priyanka. Welcome. And for all of y'all who are waiting for readings, I'm going to do the best I can to work through the list. And I want to be able to read for as many people as possible. Thank you. And so next, Prince. Okay, so Prince, you don't need to tell me the name of your person because what we're going to do is we're going to let the dice speak about what you need to know, what's going on with them. Okay? All right. Oh, very interesting, Prince. Very interesting. Okay. All right, so Prince, what I'm seeing here is a breakdown in communication, okay? A huge breakdown in communication. Notice that this speech bubble is empty. So I feel like you have been speaking about this situation with the partner, that you have been talk, and that you're really wanting to be understood, that you want to be heard, and that you want to feel important to your person. Hold on, I need a sip of my tea. But the messages that you're trying to give are empty. They're not, your person is hearing you as, wah, wah, where it's the words feel empty. Your person feels like the words feel empty. So whatever is causing the stress between you, there's something about how you are expressing yourself, okay? And so for them, what's their energy? The phone and fire. So I have a feeling that your person is hold on. The person may not be responding to you on their phone. You actually may be messaging them and they may not respond. It could also signify that they're filling their time with their online connections, that they scroll if they're on TikTok or Snapchat or one of the apps, that they use that as a distraction to you. There's no contact. Okay, thank you. That's what I'm seeing. Thank you for saying that. Because this person is trying to burn the connection, burn the bridges. A lot of times when people burn bridges, it's a way of never connecting again. And sometimes we burn bridges too early. For example, if you have a family member like your mom and dad and they have cut you off and you don't want to burn that bridge because they're your mom and dad. But if it's someone who you thought was going to be with you for the long term and there's a no contact going on, we need to respect that person. So your person, it does look like what's going on with them is they do not want to hear from you. And I'm so sorry to have to give that news. And if you just popped into the reading right now and you're in a no contact, it hurts. No contact hurts. Can you guys press that little heart button that's at the bottom there? You'll see it to the right. Everybody send Prince some love because this is hard. I have people that I love. Thank you so much. There are people in my life that I love that have put me into no contact. And when I tell my people that, they're like, who would put you in no contact, Catherine? Plenty of people, right? We all have that. If you're vibrating at a different level, if your desires are different, if you're, oh, it's terribly hard. But the fact is that if a person is dug in and they will not contact you, there's nothing you can change about that. So, Prince, we are here with you. But right now, today, in this moment, there is no space. They are not hearing you. Whatever it is that you're communicating, even in your thoughts, are not being reciprocated. So, after such a long time, it's important for you to refocus. What is it that you can do right now to take care of you? So at this point, at a year and a half, and I'm what I did before I started my channel many years ago is I work with people who are in breakups. I work with people who break up, and I work with people who are in no contact, and it's terribly difficult. I understand that. But at this point, as you realize and you take action, you're going to recreate something that is new. If this person wanted to be with you, they would contact you. So, what I'm saying is that gratitude for the other parts of your life, it takes considerable effort to remove this person from your thoughts, especially after a year and a half. But honestly, I'm 72 years old and I have seen a lot of life. And I have been through some relationships that did not work out, trust me. And I've had to break up and move on from friendships and from people who I thought loved me. And it's always painful. But you are a wonderful person, Prince. You have much to offer the right person. So this is the card that flipped out while I was speaking. And as I look at this rabbit, the rabbit is a sign of fertility and it's a sign of quick growth. Okay, so as I look at our beautiful rabbit here, and the rabbit again has its back turned, very similar to the last reading, where this is symbol of the task ahead of you to turn your back to what you thought was going to be your future. Look out there in the future, and we have this wonderful spiral, which to me represents the universe. Okay, it represents that the universe, it also represents our solar system where the sun is at the center and all of these rings around the planet that planets follow. This rabbit needs to go toward that brand new universe. It'd be very good for you to find a close friend. A counseling can help at these times. Not that you have to go to a counselor forever, but if you're obsessing over someone more than 6 months, it's time to look at what's going on here. I'm not a therapist or a counselor, I'm a storyteller, but I love how the dice have opened this avenue here. You have all of the people who are watching right now who are standing in the gap for you. And we want for you to find someone who truly gets you. Okay, Prince? To have someone who gets you. That's our desire for you. Let's read your message. Life will support the vision you have for yourself. Make it the best it can be. Yes, this is totally up to you to step out of your current desire for someone who has departed from your life and does not want to build anything, and to choose to go into a different world. One of the best ways to do this is being a volunteer. In your community, where can you help? Can you help people at a shelter? In our communities over here, you can volunteer with animals and you can help animals who have been hurt. And that can be very fulfilling because they're not people. But when you reach out and start to volunteer helping people who don't have as much as you have, you're going to find humans, other humans, who deeply appreciate you. Prince, write down on a piece of paper, I choose people who get me. Okay, write it down. I choose people who get me. And use that as your mantra. This person didn't get you. It's not your fault. It's not their fault. Probably you were very much younger or more immature when it all started. But you know, in your heart of hearts, you know what I'm speaking is true, don't you, Prince? My heart goes out to you, my friend. Next, we have Norma and then Divyansha. So Norma, thank you for being here, Norma. And thank you guys for watching and listening, because you may find a word that helps you from somebody else's reading, right? So there's no accident that you're watching me right now. Now, if you have not hit the thumbs up yet, if you enjoyed me reading the dice for you, hit that thumbs up, would you? That's like you saying, yes, please, Catherine, could we have more of this? Perfect. Hi, Apurba, welcome. Okay, so now we have Norma. Norma, hold your person in your mind. What are you wondering? What is it that is going on with them? Let's see. Oh, gosh. Oh, very interesting. A dice comes up, a key, and sleeping. Interesting. Wow, I've never had this happen before. Hi, uplifted mystic. I'm so glad you're here today from Belgium. I appreciate when you guys tell me where you're writing from, because thank you. AA is connecting me. So KCMR and Payal, I will add you to the list. Hang on a second. Oh, I love, thank you. Thank you for India. Oh gosh, that's so far. It's on the other side of the world for me. KCMR and then Payal. Forgive if I don't pronounce your names correctly, you guys. I'm doing the best I can. Okay, let me have a sip of tea. Ritz, I see you. Got your name down here. So now we're going to go Norma, KCMR, Payel, Divyansha, and Ritz. Okay, Divyansha, you're coming, girl. Or, I mean, I'm so sorry. Janice is here. Oh, I am so glad, you guys. Janice is such a good friend. Janice met me, I think, 15 years ago, wasn't it, Janice? And she did not have her soulmate. She wanted a soulmate so bad that you could feel it in her energy. She found me randomly and worked together, and she met her husband, and now we're here again, and we're working on her money issues. And I have to say, she is the most determined woman I've ever met, because she will not give up. So thank you for being here, Janice. I love you. Okay, so this is so interesting because, let's see, where Norma. Norma, what's happening here is that your person is not aware of what's going on with you. Okay, so this is showing me, and I think the dice are so important because you are, I think you're a new follower. I don't think you've been here before. And so seeing your reading coming through dice is really different, and it's not something that a lot of tarot readers do on YouTube. And I do read the tarot. I just released a cancer reading and Libra readings with tapping, because you guys know I love tapping. And so, if anybody who's listening, if you are a Cancer or a Libra, be sure to check those out. So, Norma, yes. Okay, so this dice is surprising for you, and it is, it's a breath of fresh air. It is a key. This reading, even though it's not cards, this is a key for you, because you've been sleeping about something. There's something that is not in your awareness. You're not alert. You're not aware of something. So your person, this could be somebody that is in no contact possibly, but your person is very absorbed in themselves. Okay? This person is very absorbed in themselves. They're not thinking about you. Okay? Sometimes this can be difficult, right? Because you don't want to accept that they're not thinking of you. So in this case, what Spirit is asking for you to do is to turn your focus away from your person. There's something that's going on there's something that is going on where universe is calling you to wake up to something that you can change. So right away it makes me think of your friendships, your family, another person. If you could wake up to what's going on, there is someone in your life right now who's thinking about you a lot. Okay? There's someone in your life right now who would love to have your attention. You may know who this is, Norma. It could be your own mother or father that you haven't called them in a while. It could be somebody who's trying to be your friend, but you're just not connected with them. But what my advice for you today is to take this person, write them a letter that you're not going to send them, of course, but write a letter to them and give them permission to be themselves. Release them from any need to connect with you at all. There's a certain magic that happens that when you totally let go of someone, often they will reach out to you. But what Spirit is telling you that when it comes to you and this person, the ball is in your court. You need to release them completely, surrender them to the divine, and let yourself wake up to the people in your life who really will appreciate you right now, okay? It's kind of a tough message, Norma. And so what we're wanting is for you, now this card flipped itself over right away. I'm just going to show you as I was shuffling through, this card flipped itself. So Norma, this is an unusual reading to have all three fall into your court. And so here we have this figure. Now, gender does not matter on the figure, but we look at the wind blowing, right? So this is just reminds me of the fact that time is going by. The breeze, the winds of time are going by. And it's important for you to take advantage of what's happening right now. Don't spend another minute anxious about someone else. Find people in your life right now who really enjoy your company, people who smile at you. They could be a stranger, but you want to invest your people energy into something else, okay? And now let's see the message. You are in alignment with your soul's longings. Make a move now. Yes, this is a key for you, Norma. There are people in your life right now who could benefit from your kindness, from your giftedness, okay? And that's what you're going to be longing for. Other connections besides the person you're thinking about, all right? Very good. Okay, now I just want to explain what's going on, because a lot of times, you know, my moderators are not sitting here with me, and I can't instruct my moderators and do the readings at the same time. And quite frankly, as a reader, if I decide to draw dice for somebody that's not in the order, it's a spiritual thing for me where I will just get the urge to do it. And so it doesn't matter, and we don't need to make excuses. It's like I follow Spirit, and so we just need to trust that the right people are hearing the messages at the right time. Also, we do have people that don't hang out for the whole reading. They come in and they leave. So I just trust my guidance and Spirit to put the reading in the right order. Thank you so much. Okay, so moving forward here, we have KCMR, Payal, and Divyansha are next, and then Ritz, you are following Divyansha, okay? Thank you. Oh, that's okay, Ritz. Like I said, if I see a name and spirit just bumps me, I have no idea why. And I've been doing this a very long time, and I stopped second guessing myself about a decade ago. And I don't want to offend, but I know that my work is not about me. It's about the people that tune in and spirit guided. Okay. Okay, so KCMR. Let's see what we have here. Very interesting. Okay, so KCMR, again, I feel like you are probably somebody who's never had your dice read. I feel like it's caught your attention. And again, you guys, I want you to remember that these messages are for the collective energy. Anybody can claim any of the stories that come out. They're not just for one, they're here for all, because birds of a feather flock together, and many people have the same heart for the stories that we tell. Hi, KCMR. I'm glad you're here, and it's the first time. That's excellent. Now, what I'm noticing here on the other side of the dice, I'm noticing this turtle. And so when it comes to you and your person, and I feel like you feel like it's going too slow, that your person, whatever's happening, this could be a family member, it could be a boyfriend, girlfriend, it could be a boss, but what's happening is for, hang on, let me see here. Yep, all you do is just no. There's no PayPal. This is not. I do private readings and I create videos for my people, but that's not what today is about. If you would like to have me throw the dice for you, we will put you at the end of the queue, and you're welcome to listen in until you get there. Okay, Divyansha, you're already in line. Hi, Wesley. Anyway, back to KCMR. So, Casey, what's happening is that you are feeling a sense of pressure. Things are moving too slow and you're not happy about it. Now, your person is kind of like this shooting star. They're a little spontaneous, or maybe they're a lot spontaneous, and they fly by the seat of their spirit. They're always flitting here and there. They may be ADD, where they just can't focus for more than a minute, okay? And so as they are living their life and they're just having it, I mean, they do what they want to do and they do it when they want to do it. It's hard to pin them down. I'm thinking of a butterfly. You know, a butterfly only lands on the flower for a split second and then it leaves. So this does look like a real disconnect where you want something to happen with your person and it's not on your time schedule, right? And it's frustrating for you to be attached to a shooting star. Now, what they're aware of is themselves. They may be a little bit narcissistic here. They may be a little bit selfish, because if they think of you, what's happening is it's what they call a fleeting thought. They think of you, and they may be an air sign. With the air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini, I have a hard time with them. I'm a Scorpio, because they're not the best communicators. And they'll say, oh, I thought I texted you yesterday. I thought that, I'm sorry, I just found a message in my phone I meant to send you yesterday. I'm a Scorpio also, KCMR. So thank you for that. And yeah, so so with this, you're recognizing their, what I'm going to call flakiness, and you're recognizing that there's not really a solid connection here. It could be that the Scorpio match between you is just difficult for both of you, because you're both strong spirits and you also like to check out. You like to check out rather than deal with it, because it's like once that stinger stings, the turning and go. But this is a mismatch, because you are someone who wants a deep connection, and you can't get connected to a shooting star. Sometimes the shooting star energy is like a player energy. Like the, I think it's the Knight of Wands. It's just wants to play. Maybe want to have intimacy and then move on. They may have a lot of partners, but if they are a true narcissistically based personality, you deserve better, Casey. You deserve better. So, what Spirit would advise today is to turn and to be separate from this person. It takes time. I often say that if you've got your person is here and you're here and you come together for a while, it blends your energy. Okay, so as you separate, slowly separate your energies, it takes time. All right, this person, if they're deceptive, it's just because they never land on anything long enough to make it work. And so it's clear here for you to close this door. Let this close. It takes discipline to stop thinking about your person, but it can be done. It can be done. When the person comes to your mind, you can say, when the person comes to your mind, you can say, even though I don't know how, I'm releasing my person to spirit now. Even though I don't know how, I'm releasing my person to spirit now. Every time you think of your person, every time you say to yourself, even though I don't know how, I'm releasing this person to spirit now. I understand that you may have been with the person a long time, but man, that person's been a shooting star the whole time. Okay, they have not changed. And you are moving so slowly in your own life as you allow their energy to continue to control you. Okay, here is your card. And notice she's got a look on her face. She's very serious. It's like, okay, what do I need to do to move forward? And I'm telling you, if you release this person continually to the divine, you will walk in freedom. All right, let's take a look at the message. Let your love overflow. At the end of your life, you will be asked, how deeply did you love? And I will tell you, KCMR, this message is very personal. How deeply do you love yourself? When you put other people's needs ahead of your own, when you love someone else more deeply than you love yourself, it will be a mismatch. Okay, excellent. So let me just address Wesley. Hi, Wesley. I see your question. Okay, see, those tears are bringing healing. Can everybody please touch the heart over here on the right? Let's send our love. Send love to KC. It's hard when you see that the person you thought was going to be your person is not. Trust me, I've been through heartbreak with my family of origin and with loves and friendships, bosses. So Wesley, I want to answer your question. Whatever it is that's going on, it doesn't have to be a love connection, but whatever, there is a human who is involved in your situation. And so the readings today are about getting a sense of what the energy is between you and a person. Okay, I know. Hey, Dr. V is back. Dr. V, hey girl. Hey, I'm so glad to have you with us. Yes, it's very hard. Yes, it could be a work situation again, and so you could see what it is about your work. That would be your thoughts about work and their thoughts about you. Okay, so moving forward, we have Payal. Payal is next. Hey, Payal, welcome. Thank you for your patience. Let me put the dice back into the bag. Mix up my bag. And I'm going to reach in and pull 3 dice for Payal. And then we have Divyansha and then Ritz. Okay, so Wesley, what we would see is that what is work thinking about you and what are you thinking about work? That will be, because it's not a yes/no reading about will something happen, but it will give you a clue about what it is that you're thinking about them and if it's a match to what they're thinking about you. Okay? And Wesley, I will put you in the queue. Divyancha, Payal, Ritz, and Wesley. Okay. Okay, here is the 3. And Wesley, if you need that answer, if you need a yes or no, then you may need to watch another reading because this is not about yes or no. This is about your thoughts and their thoughts, okay? Hi, Nasia, welcome. All right, so Payel, let's see what the dice have. Very nice. Okay. Very interesting, huh? Okay, Payel, if I'll start with you, we have the magic wand. So what that's showing me is that you do have a playful spirit, that you have, that you sometimes people may say to you, get grounded, put your feet on the earth. Payel, you're always dreaming. You know, there's something about your energy, and it's really quite lovely that you enjoy that imagination, and you enjoy, there's even possibly some things that you did when you were a little girl, when you were a child, that you still enjoy today. You may really love animals. You may find that you're more comfortable with animals. It's just that fanciful part of your personality. So what's going on here? Because we're asking about you and someone. What's going on with them? So what I see here with this airline, I see a conflicted person here. Okay, so there's a conflict going on with your person, and it has to do with you somewhat. Okay, so what this person, they may have moved, they may have actually gotten onto a plane and left your situation, or they could have put you in a no contact or turned their back on you in some way. But with this arrow pointing backwards, I'm seeing that your person is thinking of you, that they do, that whatever the bridge, whatever the separation that happened, that you are still in their energy. And yet they are wanting to go somewhere else. So I don't know if they live somewhere else, if you're physically, geographically separated, or you might just be separated by your cultures, by your ideas, but the person is still thinking about you. Okay, bless you guys' hearts. When family becomes involved, it's a very strong boundary, the line between you, because some people, when their family is important to them, they don't have the ability to make a decision that separates them from family. And you, on the other hand, you're believing anything's possible. I mean, this is not impossible. His family will fall in love with me. I know they will. I'm a nice person. But they do not have I'm going to use the word permission. Having a partner that matches their culture is so important that it is something they cannot walk against. They cannot walk against. And so as you go forward here, it's going to be tricky, isn't it? Because they are still on their mind. But you, Payel, what you need to do is to really go to your spiritual guides, use prayer. If you belong to a spiritual community where you can talk to somebody for guidance, I would say that it's very important that you let go of this person in one area, that you let go of the need to be more important than their family. If they're thinking about you, maybe they will come back, maybe, but they will need to make peace with their family, and you can't do that for them. They have to make a decision. sometimes people will do it. They'll turn against what their family desires, and they will create a relationship. But remember, there's so for you to not honor their family's needs is going to cause problems as you go forward. So again, if you have a family member, a mom or an auntie that will can advise you, I highly recommend, so that somebody who enjoys your culture and understands your culture to advise you, I would strongly, strongly recommend. There may be a therapist or some sort of a shaman or holy person that you can talk to about this, because you and your mate, your partner, you will have children together, you will have many decades where you will need to create a cohesive connection. You never want to separate someone from their family, and the divine would not want that for you. Okay, so just tread carefully. Allow yourself to attach to some other humans. You want to attach to different humans, friends. Again, volunteering, I always say this, volunteering is the most fruitful thing that you can do, because the people that volunteer are wonderful. You may want to volunteer at a food kitchen, at a pantry, at a shelter, but when you are helping others, you will feel loved. And when when you feel the love from someone that you're helping without any agenda, you will create more more depth in your life. At this point, releasing your person to figure it out is the best thing you can do. All right. So the advice for you, my friend, get connected to other humans to fulfill your social needs while you let your person work out their issues. If their family, if he can convince his family to receive you, fantastic. But you want to create relationships outside of your person while you're in this separation, okay? Let me draw a card for you. And again, you know what? I don't know you. I'm telling cards. I'm reading dice today. If this advice does not resonate, don't worry about it. Just flip on a different reader, or just reject the message. Put a thumbs down. I don't care. But I'm just saying what it is that's coming forward for me as a storyteller, because that is my mastery, is telling stories. Okay, so here we have this figure, this beautiful figure, and again, there's a loneliness and there's a sadness looking on to this to this figure, and I think that when I look at it, it's like I see tears, and the tears have just fallen from her eyes and down. I know that this is very difficult, but honestly, there is a lot of medicine that you can give yourself by reaching out to people who don't have what you have. Being a volunteer, being kind to people who have it worse off than you is completely a healing for everyone. I am a hospice volunteer. When I started working with hospice and sitting with people as they were dying, I released a lot of the expectations I had of other humans. I'm telling you the truth. Let's see your message. Oh my gosh, I love the cards. They're so faithful. Let go of who you think you should be and embrace who you are. Pael, you think you should be this person's partner, right? That's who you think you should be. But you are a human separate from your partner, okay? Please take in consideration helping someone that cannot help themselves. Volunteer your time and you will help yourself, okay? Hi, Priyanka. Welcome. I am so glad to see you here. And Priyanka, I'm going to put you in right after Divyansha, okay? So Divyansha is next, and then Priyanka, and then Ritz, and then Wesley. Okay, excellent. Okay, so Divyancha, you are next. Thank you for being so kind and waiting patiently. Okay, you can hear my dice running around my bag. Okay, Divyancha, pull out three. You are so welcome, my dear Payel. Please do, if any of you, feel free to email me or on manifestfaster.com. There's a contact form, Ask Catherine. You can ask me whatever you want, and I'd be happy to shoot you a resource and greet you in an email. Thank you for being here, you guys. All right, let's draw for Divanchi. I'm sorry, am I saying Divyancha? Divyancha. Oh, oh my goodness. Look at that. This one jumped right out. Okay, so there's a fish, and the fish jumped out of the plate. Okay, the one who got away. The one who got away. Do you fish? I do. I like fishing. It's fun. It's quiet. I did a lot of bobber fishing where I would toss the line into the lake, and I would watch the bobber bob up and down. And so I'm thinking about that fishing. Also, I'm thinking about that saying that says there's plenty of fish in the sea. So my gut feeling here is, Divyansha, that there is a person who got away. It may be a breakup, it may be a no contact, but I'm sensing that this fish flipped itself out of your world. Am I correct in that? Is that what's going on? Have you lost contact with somebody? Because it's showing, that's what my gut feeling is here. I'm just taking a sip of tea. It could be that you are a student, or that when you went off to university or when you went off to school, that you flipped yourself out of your current world. But there's something going on with you where you're just feeling some lack, that you're feeling that this fish that flipped itself out of the world that you knew, it doesn't feel comfortable for you. You have not processed it. It's a loss. There's definitely been a loss for you with this fish that seems to have gotten away. And if this is a dating situation, I always love that quote that says there's plenty of fish in the sea. And a lot of times when people come to me for readings about no contact and what have you, it's they really feel that their true love is in the past. But what I like to quote is a quote that I learned from the TV show Ted Lasso, which is a really fun show to watch. But he said, "Do you know who the happiest animal on the planet is? The happiest animal is a goldfish. Why? Because the goldfish has a memory of 10 seconds. And once 10 seconds are over, it's happy again." So if there's somebody in your past that you had a breakup and it still echoes in your energy, that's the work that you need to do. I personally do work with breakup. I'm expert at helping people release past love. It's part of the work that I do. It's what I write about, and it's what I do tapping about to help people free themselves from that fish that swam away. So I'm just going to turn the fish around. I know I turned it upside down, but I want you to realize that whatever fish have swum away in your world, you are needing to really let them go. Okay, so let's pull up a person. I know you're here wondering about a person. So what's on their mind? Let's look at it. It's the clock. Okay, so this person is is absolutely focused on time. This person that flew away from you, they are working on their own life. They're working on their profession. This is making me think of a time clock. So this person who left your life is very busy having their own. There really isn't any energy here about this person wanting to go backwards. Okay, and honestly, everyone who's listening to me right now, there's no percentage in going backwards in time. Could you get, if you have a pencil, and I always love when people bring up a paper to the reading so they can make a note. Here's something that you should say. An X is an X for a reason. Okay, an X is an X for a reason. And so as you go forward, what we're doing here is we are, I see, AA, I'm going to need you to repost that when I'm finished with this reading because I can't read it when I'm doing the reading. So please do put that list after I finish Divyansha's reading. Thank you. Okay, so your person, Divyansha, is they're living their life. They are focused on their own time and they are not thinking about you. This is, I always love these readings. What is really going on with your person is that they have left. And so, what you want to do is be like a goldfish and have a tiny, short memory. Hold on a second, I need to adjust. Okay, I have some energy left in my phone here. But to release them and let them go. Sometimes this is the toughest work you will do as a human, is just to say, look, even though I don't know how, I'm totally free of this person right now. Your brain needs to be reprogrammed so that you can stop fixating on someone who's not in your life anymore. Okay, Divyansha? The mantra is, even though I don't know how, I am moving on right now. Here's your card. It flipped itself out of the deck. And there we have it. There's no humans in this card. This is the first card, or elves, or whatever they are. But this is the first card that just has nature. So, Divyansha, you are going to have a much clearer experience when you are in nature and getting away from humans. You need time to explore your world and find the joy that is there. What is it that you enjoy about the town you live in? Focus in on new places and new things that you can do within your own environment and get disciplined about releasing that X. Let's take a look. Honor the magic of the land. Be nature's friend and ally. Assist in recreating Mother Earth's original garden of pure wonder. What this means, this is my one about picking up litter. I don't understand how people can throw their trash on the ground. I don't understand it. And I pick up litter in my neighborhood because I just feel offended for nature. It disturbs nature so much to have clutter laying around. So one of the easiest ways to change your vibe is to take care of nature. No kidding. It will make a huge difference. Okay, so now could you please pop that list back in, AA, so that I can see the current list of people? Let's see. Oh, Priyanka, Ritz, and Wesley is next on my list. Okay, and then put who you have, AA, so that I can do the list. You're welcome, my dear Divyansha. And I know this is not easy, but you will find there are so many wonderful humans. And you guys who are waiting for love, remember, you want somebody who gets you. You want someone who gets you, period. Doesn't matter how old they are, what anything about them, honestly. It comes to a really simple mantra. Even though I don't know how, I want someone who gets me now, period, right? When someone gets you, it's magical. It doesn't matter how old they are or who they are, even with your job. I want a job that where they get me, right? This opens the door for you without squeezing universe to try to do something just for you. We want to make ourselves available for our highest good. So Priyanka, Ritz, and then Wesley. Okay, Priyanka. Ooh, parachute and an L and a flashlight. Okay, so Priyanka, hold your person in your mind. And again, this does not have to be a love interest. It could be somebody in your family. It could be a good friend of yours. But there's someone on your mind, and this is what you are, what the story is about. Ritz and Norma, you are so welcome. I appreciate your presence here. You know, everybody is contributing to this energy. As you hit the little thumbs up or you hit the icons that are at the bottom of your screen, it brings you into the energy for all of us, and it makes for richer stories. So, Priyanka, it looks to me like you escaped. Okay, this is a parachute. So somebody took a leap out of a certain environment. You may have left your city that you grew up in. That's what I did. I took a parachute jump, and I jumped. After 30 years in Wisconsin, I jumped to California where I didn't know a soul. And that was the single biggest shift I could have done for myself, is to plant myself in a city where I didn't know anybody. It will completely change your life. So I feel, in a way, that is what's going on with you, Priyanka, that you did take that leap, and that somebody did not understand it. That when you did take a leap, you could have broken up with someone, you could have moved to a different city, whatever it was, that there were people that didn't understand you and they don't know why you did it. So I feel like your person that you're thinking about, they do feel lost without you. This is feeling that there's a loss, okay, and that the person is looking and looking. So this could be, what it reminds me of straight up is like if you are the child and you left your home of origin, you may have moved to a different country, or you may have gone to university in a different city, that even though this was in the highest good for you, the truth is that this person is feeling loss and they're looking. But this doesn't have anything to do with you, Priyanka, because you have to live what it is you were called for. You are in a world that maybe you did not expect, but you chose it. You chose to live as you do. A personal example for me is I did go to Mexico to live. I lived there almost 4 years, and I'm back in the States now. But when I went to Mexico, there were a lot of people who did not understand why a 66-year-old woman would go live in a different country all by herself. And I appreciate it. In some ways, I don't even understand it myself, because I was so, what do you call it? It was like compelled. I was compelled to jump, and I did. But there were people I left behind who felt hurt, and they felt lost without me, okay? And they were searching for a connection. I had such poor phone coverage down in Mexico. I lived in an impoverished area, and the cell coverage and the internet was very, very slow. And so they couldn't contact me, and they were left to figure it out. So I feel like your person, Priyanka, is feeling disconcerted. Okay. Oh, interesting. So you have been moving all of your life now with the husband and still feel like moving. Yes, so that would create a break with certain people, because some people, and here in Tennessee, where I live right now, there's people who never left this town. I live in a tiny little town, and there's some people who grew up here. They've spent their whole life here. Believe me, they don't get me. Some of my own family hasn't gotten me. So I'm feeling like this separation that you're feeling with your person is something to have mercy and compassion. Mercy and compassion. Don't feel hurt yourself. Realize that your choices to move everywhere has been great for you, but not for others. Okay, so as you consider someone in your past who may be longing for you to return, to have compassion for that person, and maybe reach out. I mean, if this person has been on your mind, give them a call, right? It's not a no contact situation. This is something where this is a valid connection that got broken because of your choices. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if somebody reaches out to you this week, or if you have like a recurring dream about somebody, reach out to them, okay? Okay, if you're in a place, thank you for that. Okay, so again, there's a piece of advice that is coming through for everyone, Priyanka. And that's about volunteering, because anytime we are feeling badly for ourselves, we feel like life is not fair and I want to escape. The easiest way to fix that is volunteering. Find a food kitchen near you. Find a place where people need adults to read stories to children. Find some place where where animals need to be cared for. Because if you're feeling lost and you are searching, that energy is not yours. You have a sense of freedom within you. Okay, so making the best of what's going on for you right now is the way to go. And when you reach out to somebody who's not doing as well as you are, the people you meet there, the other volunteers, are such wonderful people. Okay, it's the easiest way to get reconnected to humanity. Let's see what the card is here for you. Okay, thank you. And here, let's take a look. What I'm noticing about this picture, Priyanka, is how she's holding her hand right over her heart, right? Go ahead and put your hand into that position. Like put your thumb right on your chest and turn your hand towards your heart. Because as you claim your space, as you find a way to accept where you are and to make peace, the people around you right now, complete strangers, when you're walking on the street, look at people, smile at them, connect with the people that are there. Because your husband's busy doing his thing, who knows what's going on with him. You have to take control of your own social appetite, and connecting with people is going to save you a lot of pain. Groups, do you sing? Join a choir. Do you dance? Go dancing. Whatever it is that fills your heart, put yourself separate from your husband and find a fit within your community, okay? Being kind to strangers is a great first step. Allow the true love of your soul to radiate, and you shall see the natural beauty around you expand. Absolutely. Your soul has kept you safe throughout your lifetime. And as you allow the love of your own soul to radiate, you're going to attract people. Yes, it's that idea of really falling in love with your soul, because there's where your peace is. It's your connection to the divine. So even though I don't know how, I'm feeling love for my soul right now. Even though I don't know how, my soul and I are closer now. Even though I don't know how, my soul is providing for me right now. Your soul will guide you. There are people in your town right now who are lonelier than you are. No kidding. When we get out of feeling sorry for ourselves, we can really be used by Spirit no matter where we are. I found people all through my life, through all the moves that I've made. Yes, so mote it be. Thank you, manifesting. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, taking a sip of tea. What time do we have? Okay, I've got some more time. I'm just going to forge ahead. And Ritz, my friend, Ritz and then Wesley. Ritz, you are so patient and I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you for tuning in today. This is so fun. I hope you're enjoying the dice. I love them. I did them last month. It was a little bit of a different style, but our dice were so faithful in opening up stories to help us. So Ritz, let me just draw 3 dice from my bag. I've got them. Okay. And then I'm going to sip my tea. Oh, you're welcome, Ritz. It's my pleasure. Hey, Dr. V. Okay, Wesley. After Wesley, who do we have? Okay, Ritz and then Wesley. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Yes, when you find your soul, that's so good, Priyanka. I love it. I love you too, Dr. V. That's such a powerful affirmation. If you have a pencil or a pen, write it down. Even though I don't know how, my soul and I are connected right now. The more you say it, the more it will happen. Even though I don't know how, my soul and I are friends right now. Oh, and gratitude. V, Dr. V, isn't that the truth? Isn't it the truth? There's always something to be grateful for. Start with the air that you get to breathe every day, right? Thank you for the water that you get to drink. It's very simple. Okay, Ritz, let's see what we have. Okay, interesting. Oh, bridge, question, and the key. Okay. So, Ritz, holding your person in your mind, of course. Okay, so with that question mark, what I'm seeing here is that you are a questioner, Ritz. That you may be a person who's in your head too much of the time, or people say your head is always in the clouds. You might be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, and it's just there's your thoughts are jumping all over your mind continually like crickets, and you're asking yourself questions all the time. Why is this happening? When is it going to happen? How am I going to do this? What am I going to do next, right? So with this person that you are concerned about, you are putting a lot, oh, you're a water sign. Okay, Cancer. Okay, well, that gives me a different take, because what it shows me then is that you are easily impacted by other people's emotions. And when I see the water running under the bridge, yeah, the overthinking. Look at the size of that question mark. It's like, what? So Cancer, I did a reading on Cancer. Ritz, it's take a look at it. It's that universe has a gift for you. Will you receive it? And you'll see it in on the channel. And it's a good one for Cancer, and especially with this overthinking going on. So do check that out. And Cancer and Libra have been posted. But anyway, so what's happening is, though, it's not going anywhere. It's not getting you anywhere. It's just this constant cycle of thinking. The person that you're wondering about, you're more likely to be picking up on their sadness, their anger, their needs. Because my Cancer friends, I know I have several Cancer clients, and Cancer is drawn to my energy because you can feel too hard for other people and not feel hard enough for yourself. So the work that we just did with Priyanka is about what it's about is for you to claim your soul as your buddy, okay? That you want to really align yourself and fall in love with your own soul. Most of us, that would be enough to keep us busy for the rest of our life, just to keep working with our soul energy, because our soul is always trying to reconnect us. And for you as a Cancer, it's easier for you to connect with somebody else's pain. It's just easier. It feels like a relief, like you're being a helper, but you're not getting anywhere. Let's look at this keyhole. What's missing there, Ritz? What's missing is the key. Okay, so what I'm seeing in this relationship is that your person is bypassing, right? They're crossing the bridge over their emotions. And with the Virgo being an earth sign, they don't connect as the same way that you do emotionally. So right now, I have a feeling that's driving a lot of your questions, because you want to have an emotional connection, but they are always walking over, they're bridging over the emotions. They might be perfectionistic and they may be driven. Virgos can be that way. And you're saying, gosh, I know that they would be able to understand me better if only, if only, if only. Notice if only, that would start a question, right? If. So what we're doing here is we're seeing that you are looking for a key, that your soul, spirit is guiding you to find the key. Where's the key, right? There's no key. And the keyhole is very large. So it seems like you may be expecting, Ritz, that you're going to have some kind of big, huge aha, that you're going to suddenly get something and everything's going to make sense. And I would say that may not happen. It may not happen. Often it's the little bitty changes, the tiniest of manifestations that start to prove to you that your soul in union with spirit is guiding you perfectly. Okay? What if you were being guided perfectly right now? Your person isn't interested in visiting the deep waters of emotion. Can you accept that? Can you accept that you may need to reorient yourself? What do you know about your person? What do you like about this person? When they were first introduced, what were the positives? Take time to write a list of all the things that you enjoy. What are their gifts? What are their talents? Keep writing the list of all that you can appreciate right now. Also, overthinking. Be sure to take a peek at that Cancer reading. And what I would suggest for you is to take a pocket full of buttons or beads and put them in your pocket. And every time you start obsessing about something, just switch into your other pocket. Okay? There are a lot of mixed signals. Okay, all right. So listen, when you start obsessing with your thoughts about this person, take control. Take a button out of your own pocket and put it into the other pocket, because this keyhole being empty makes a lot of sense when this person keeps coming back and they're not willing to dive deep. Personally, 2 years of off and on, I would want, if you were my friend, I'd be saying, look, you are way more valuable than wasting time on someone who doesn't want to dive deep. You need a partner who gets you. Ritz, can we agree? I want someone who gets me. If this person got you, this wouldn't be happening. It could be that it's this reading that is going to be the key for you, but at this point, with 2 years of off and on, I would ask you to look in the mirror and say to yourself, Ritz, does this person get me? I have a feeling you're going to have an easy no, because if they got you, this wouldn't be happening, okay? So again, an affirmation for you would be, even though I don't know how, my soul is finally at peace right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm releasing this person to their highest good right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm teaching my mind to be quiet now. An X is an X for a reason. Somebody who comes back to you to recycle you and bring you back into their energy, I don't think they get you. If you were the kind of person who could take it or leave it, somebody comes in, you pal around with them for a couple months and then they go. If that works for you, great. If that works for you, fantastic. But the chances are that is not working for you, okay? Oh, I know it's emotional. Everybody, could you press the heart down there for our dear friend Ritz? My heart goes out to you, because sometimes we just have to accept the reality, and time goes by quickly, doesn't it? So we love you, Ritz. I really, again, if you're looking for a partner, how much do you want someone who gets you? Is that 100%? Is it 100%? I totally want something who gets you. It's not complicated if you say to yourself, look in the mirror, make eye contact with yourself and say, I want to be with a person who doesn't get me. I dare you, right? Look right in the mirror. I want to be with someone who does not get me, because this person doesn't get you. And that's the truth, 100%. Okay, so Wesley, my dear Wesley, I appreciate you so much. You have been so patient, and I appreciate you. Okay, so let's drop our dice back into the bag. Oh, Ritz, I forgot to pull a card. Oh my gosh. I almost got away with it. Let's pull one of our Avalon Magic cards for you, my friend. Okay, Dr. V, I see you. All right. Here's your card. Okay. Okay, so this, the Holy Grail. I love this. If you look up Holy Grail, just do a Wikipedia and read about it. But what this is showing me is that there's so much light in this cup. There's so much light for you, Ritz. Okay, the key for you. Let this be your key. I want someone who gets me, even though I don't know how. I will have someone who gets me right now. Okay, this is honestly, Janice was here earlier. Janice, we did this exact kind of thing. She wanted to have a partner. She was dating somebody who did not want to have sex with her, but they liked each other and they were friends. And so I told her, go look in the mirror and say to yourself, I am completely comfortable with someone where there's no sexual attraction. And she came back and she said, oh my God. And she broke up with the guy. But the fact is that we need to be really honest with ourselves. And with Janice, with her list of exact right man she wanted, as it turned out, she ended up with someone that was not at all her type and 17 years younger. She never saw that happen, okay? But I told her, go look in the mirror and say to yourself, I want someone who gets me. And that was 100% true for her. And she met her partner. So let's see your message. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, cards. Heal through changing your story. Begin this moment. Don't look back, right? Your old story is, this person's great. They come back now and then. It's so complicated, but it's my story and I'm sticking to it no matter what. And I'm like, no, no, no. You want to change your story to, even though I don't know how, my soul is bringing someone who gets me right now. Okay, hey, listen, be sure to email me. Let me know what's going on here. Be sure to, you can send me an email or hit up my website, manifestfaster.com, and I'm happy to support you and give you some project ideas or resources. Okay, good. All right, very good. Wesley, you are up, my friend. So let's look up in here. Now, Wesley's has asked about work, came to the reading wanting a yes, no, because isn't it frustrating when you are in the workplace and you have so many questions about what is going to happen next, and it's an interview or a promotion or all of that. So we are going to pull out 3 dice. Hold on for a second, you guys. Ooh, I'm almost out of power. Hold on. Let me see if I can get myself hooked up. Hold on. I'm moving my furniture around a little bit so I can try to get myself some extra juice for the reading, you guys. Hang in there. I'm moving myself up so I can work with my technology. I don't want to quit, it's just too fun. Okay, hold on. Okay, we're recharging. It's a miracle. Okay, so I can be here with y'all for a little bit longer here. Let me get myself situated. Okay. I love the dice. Don't you guys loving it? I do too. Okay. All right, Wesley. And I dropped a dice on the floor. I can't find I disrupted my whole self here. Wesley. All right, I'm back. And I can be here for a little while longer. Okay, Wesley, here is your dice. Okay. All right, so, oh, this is really cool. So, Wesley, I know that it's very difficult when you are doing, when you're looking for jobs and having interviews. I mean, it is really, really, really difficult because you are completely not in control, right? Not in any control of what's going to happen. And you can feel empty and scared, and your heart is so delicate because you really want to have this job, or that you want to hear from them, and you want to be picked, you want to be selected, you want to be chosen, right? Being chosen is so important. And your mind, while you're waiting, it's empty, and so your mind can right away be upset, it can be nervous, you might not even sleep at night. Okay, so what it's showing is that there's the opportunity to fill your mind with something while you're waiting. And I'm going to give you a couple of affirmations that will help. But right here, what's going on for them? So what's going on, what they're thinking is that they are really looking carefully at the candidates that are applying for this position, that they are on fire. There's something going on in their business. They're growing, obviously, or they would not be hiring. They wouldn't be interviewing at all. So the process that they're going through here has nothing to do with you. They're 100% focused on their company, right? And even though for you it's a huge deal, because your life is going to completely change once you accept a position, no matter where you're going to work. And your life is, you're on hold. It's like you can't think about anything while you're in the waiting room. So this is like this waiting room area. The company is not really focused on you and your personal needs, and that's difficult because it would be nice if they were. But they are growing. There's a lot of passion. Their business is successful. It's taking off. And they're doing this search mindfully. They're looking for the exact right fit. So you may be that fit, but we don't know. And then we have this parachute. And so the parachute is symbolic of freedom, and it's also that I believe that they want to create a staff that is not going to jump ship. They don't want to hire someone who, after 3 to 4 months, it doesn't feel right. They just don't feel like it's not a good fit, and then they leave. One of the biggest costs for companies that are hiring is in training new employees. And many times employees can be so uncomfortable for the first 3 months. No kidding. It can take 90 days easy to feel comfortable in some sort of work environment. And so they don't want people to jump. Now, how they figure that out, you may have had to take some assessments. You may have, in the application process, they may have had you fill out some things so that they could get an idea about your personality and about who you are up until this point. So they are considering you. They've got their eye on you, right? Or they wouldn't have asked you to continue the hiring process. Right now, what are your options? Well, my friend, it's tough because I know that you want to think about it. You want to try to figure out what to do next. You want them to choose you, and your mind is like, I want to be chosen. I want to be chosen. But that doesn't help you right now. So what I would love for you to do is to release and surrender the process. An affirmation you could use is, even though I don't know how, I'm trusting Spirit to guide me now. Even though I don't know how, I surrender this position now. Honestly, Wesley, this is what I would so recommend. Look yourself in the mirror and say to yourself, I am working at something I love to do with people that I enjoy, and I'm getting paid well. I am working for people I really like. I'm getting paid well for what I do. This is going on the law of assumption, and it's living as if the answer is fulfilled. If this company is not your company, you don't want to be there. If you would go in and all of a sudden it's not what you expected, it would not be a permanent solution. So when you look in the mirror and say, I am working for people I enjoy and I'm getting paid well, it might not be true for today, but it will be true when you do get your position. It's showing there's nothing more for you to do. Okay, because there's nothing here. All of the dice are in their side of the court. So fixating on what is working in your life right now. What are you grateful for? Even though I don't know how, I'm surrendering this job right now into the hands of the divine. If it's meant to be yours, it will be yours. If not, it is protection. There's a great quote that says, rejection is protection, right? If any person or place of employment chooses someone else, it's because there's something better for you. Surrendering this to spirit is going to help you so much. And also another thing to do, action step, you can just be looking for other positions. Even right now, just pull up the websites where other positions are there and let yourself start looking for other positions. Take power back and say, look, whatever happens, I want to see what's out here. Okay? All right. So next, let's draw a card for you, my friend. And then I have Bhargavi and Dr. V. Oh, Sohitha, I'm going to throw you in because I know you've been here for a while and I know you had to leave earlier. So let me write that down. I want to make sure Suhitha. And then Bhargavi and Dr. V. Okay, cool. Anybody who feels incomplete or you just wish you had a little bit more resources, definitely, let's see, yes, okay. Email me and I'm happy to give resources. I have read so many books. There's some wonderful YouTube channels. I'm happy to share what I know with you. So do email me. I'm happy to do your resources. Okay, so Wesley. Wesley. Okay, interesting. So we have this sleeping figure. I love this for you because this is what I sense. Let's say that this is the place of business back there, that you would be at so much peace, and don't pay attention to the gender here, but you would be in so much peace, then trusting that the divine is going to guide you into the perfect decision. Good grief, they may offer you a position and you're like, no, thank you. I have found something else that's even better for me. Take control. Okay, let's see what it says. It is in the silent pause that we find the answers to our questions. It is in the breath that we anchor the soul. Absolutely. I would just so love for you to explore what quiet surrender is for you, where you just, every time your mind bugs you and says, oh, I wonder if they're going to hire me, I wonder how the interview will go, that you would just simply let it go. Okay, my friend? Thank you so much, Leslie, for being here today. I appreciate you. Okay, next we have Suhitha, and I am hoping that my phone, I'm always broadcasting on my phone, and I'm on very little power at the moment, so everybody say positive energy for me so that my phone stays plugged in. And I have my 3 dice here. Okay. And we have Suhita. Hold your person in your mind. Let's see what we have. Ooh, very interesting. Okay. So Suhita, it seems like you have been in you have been working at making. I think you've been working on your career. Okay, this building just always is my symbol for career, and that you're also being there's things going on with you where your emotions are wanting to give you a message, that your emotions are, you may feel heaviness, you may feel anxiety, nervousness, or sadness in your energy that's causing you some ill at ease. But you really can't afford not to pay attention to your business, to your career, and you don't want to become distracted. Now, your person over here, their shadow side of their personality is what's been most present. Your person is not at their best right now. They are reactive instead of responsive, and you can't count on them to be acting in their best. They're acting in a childish way, and their responses to you are not appropriate. Okay, so because of that, Spirit wants you to really address any of the sadness or anger or grief between you and your soul, that you take your eye off your other person because they're just not at their best right now. And there's something around your career that needs your attention. When you're feeling sadness or grief or any kind of upset, it can pull you, it can just pull you, isn't that true? And pull you away from what you know is best for you. So right now, let your person, Suhita, let your person alone. Let them work out their situation. They're afraid of their own shadow. You cannot fix that for them. You need to allow them their space. Remember, your soul will guide you to the divine, and that's where your true peace will happen. So an affirmation for you that could work: even though I don't know how, I'm letting go of my person now. Even though I don't know how, peace is shining in my life right now. Even though I don't know how, my future is in the divine's hands right now. Let's pull a card for you from the Avalon deck. And we have, look at this. This, again, the sword is a signal that there's just a battle going on. And I like how the sword points right down to your person. The battle is in your own mind. Suhita, can you stay focused on your career and let your person solve this problem on their own? You cannot solve it for them, okay? Even though I don't know how, I'm allowing my person to figure it out right now, okay? I feel for you, Suhita. I know this can be difficult to process. Okay, we're going to have two more readings. I know I'm going a little quickly right now, but that's because I'm almost out of power. So Bhargavi, and then my friend Dr. V. Thank you for being here, you guys. Be sure to hit the thumbs up. Hi, Patricia. Welcome. Welcome, my friend. Okay, let me draw 3 dice. This is for Bhargavi. Bhargavi, pull your person into your mind. Who's been on your mind this week? Okay, and we have 5. Oh my gosh, these are like the same. It's so interesting because I pick out of the bag. I have 9 dice, and when the same cards or the same dice come up, it's so passionate for me. Okay, Bhargavi. So Bhargavi, I feel the energy here that you are, it seems like, I hear that phrase in me that says, my whole world, this is my whole world. So this person, I don't know if it's the person or a career something, but it's like, this is my whole world. And I feel like Spirit is saying nothing is your whole world. Any one person is only a part of a beautiful world, one grain of sand on the beach, okay? There's a bridge here that's going over emotions. And I feel like you are crossing a bridge. You're crossing a bridge to a different way of thinking. You have put so much importance on them. They are your whole world. And the universe is saying, no, 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 no. Nobody can be somebody's everything. Nobody can be somebody's everything. Your person is feeling a lot of passion. They are, something in them is lit up, and it may separate you, because as they chase their own passion, they are going to make decisions that may not gel. They may not go with what it is that you're wanting. Even if you marry someone or you become committed to someone, we never want to make them our whole world. It smothers the other. And if something that you're doing is going to put out their fire, it will not work. All right? So at this point, it seems that Spirit's calling you to find 3 or 4 other passions, things that you love about life. There may be, do you play an instrument? Did you play a musical instrument as a child and you haven't played in years? What did you like to do when you were 8 years old? Did you like to climb trees? Did you like to color? Did you like to read? Find passions that are buried in your past. Revisit things that you love to do, because right now there's potentially a smothering energy. This person feels like you're trying to put them out, and that might not be true at all, Bhargavi. All right? So if you feel that you cannot let go of this person, refocus. Refocus. Cross this bridge. Leave the emotions behind. And please find 2 or 3 things that you can focus on that have nothing to do with this other person at all. Okay? When you step out energetically away from their fire right now, it's going to help both of you. Even though I don't know how, my soul is guiding me clearly now. Even though I don't know how, I'm finding other passions right now. Even though I don't know how, I am living in divine timing right now. Let me draw you a card. My hands here. Okay, here's your card. Very cool, Bhargavi. Very cool. Okay, so this, I love this card with the art, because here we see the woman, and again, gender doesn't matter, but she's very busy with this pot. So that's what I'm saying. My whole world is in this pot. But look at that dog behind her, and look at the trail, look at the mountain. Turning away from the needs of this person right now. Go walk your dog, be in nature. Find things to do that you used to do when you were a child that completely captured your attention. It will bring so much relief to both of you. Reawaken your intuition. Allow your emotions to ebb and flow like the cycle of nature's seasons, and that's what we're seeing. Let your emotions flow as you go through this chapter, even between now and next week. I would love, Bhargavi, if when you come next week, you'd be able to say, wow, I played my musical instrument for the first time in years. I went to a museum. I played with a child. What can you do that takes away from this fixation you have on this person? Okay? Hi, David. David, my darling, how are you doing? Unfortunately, I am almost out of juice on my phone, and so I'm cutting off here in just a moment. I'm going to read. I wish that I had time to do your reading, David. Hi. And I'm going to finish with Dr. V. Dr. V, my friend, you have such a beautiful channel. I went over and took a peek at your channel, Dr. V. But let me just put the dice back in the bag. Thank you for coming to the dice readings today, and I will do it again. Do you guys like the dice readings? I have to be sure to hit the thumbs up. That lets me know. Okay, so Dr. V, let me pull 3 dice out of the bag. Okay. Dr. V, let's see what we have. Ooh, my goodness. All about you, Dr. V. It's all about you. Okay, so, Okay, so Dr. V, what I am sensing here is that you, okay, hold on. Okay, so the person you're thinking about, I feel like they are feeling disconnected from you. I feel like they don't even know how. They have no clue. I feel like they feel this emptiness, that they honestly don't, they don't know what to do to get reconnected to you. Okay, they don't know what to do to get reconnected to you. And so, David, I see you. Shoot me an email. That's the easiest way to connect for personal advice, and I will get back to you and let you know how that works, okay? And it's patternbreakertarot@gmail.com. Email me right now. I'll email you back in 10 minutes. But for you, Dr. V, this person is feeling disconnected from you, so I feel like if you've been thinking about someone and you're wondering why they're not contacting you, they don't have any tools. They have no idea how to do it. What they look at you, when they think of you, they see you as seeking. You're definitely, you could be with your career building, focusing on the divine, growing your own thing, growing this tree of knowledge. So when they look at you, they feel maybe disqualified. They just can't figure out how in the world, how could they be with you, or how could they connect with you? And so if this is false, if you want them to feel like you care, then what you're going to need to do is to turn some things around. Turning that light toward them, turning your focus toward them. Yes, your current growth, your personal choices, they are yours, and you can certainly nurture and be able to advance forward, but perhaps they are misinterpreting. This person is off base. You are available. You might say to me, Catherine, no, I'm available. But they don't know how to reach out. So if this is true for you, I would sincerely consider sending a card. That's always such a blessing, because hardly anybody gets to be, gets cards in the mail anymore. But sending a card or an email or a phone call to this person. Now be prepared, because it may be a surprising response. But if this person keeps coming back and revisiting your dreams and you're thinking about them a lot, it may be that they just don't have any clue how to reach out. You've got nothing to lose. On the inner, as you change your inner view to them and you put attention, what I would do is say affirmations like this. Even though I don't know how, I am in contact with them right now. Even though I don't know how, I have figured out how to contact them right now. Even though I don't know how, I am having so much peace about this person right now. And then you can also add, I am so happy and relieved now that they are reconnected to me. I am so happy and at peace now that I'm reconnected to this person, okay? Because they simply don't know how, and they would love to hear from you. Okay, Dr. V, let's pull one more card for the day. Thank you guys for being here. I come on board at 11 o'clock Central every Sunday, and I also come aboard live when it's least expected. I have what I call pop-up lives, so I might just be coming live this week at a time that you can visit me. Be sure to subscribe so you're notified when I come live. So here we have, this is your card, Dr. V. Remember, gender does not matter. But this figure looks so concerned, don't they? They look so concerned. The person may look at you like royalty, Dr. V. They may see you as unapproachable. Like I think of the King of England, King Charles right now. I mean, people can't just ring him up on the phone. He feels completely protected and unavailable. So this person may be looking at you like that. Let's see what the card says. Be fierce, be brave, do things that challenge you. Search for your own sacred grail. Yes. So if you're waiting and waiting for this person to approach you and they're not, the challenge will be to find a way to reach out to them, right? Because the dice are clearly saying they don't know how. So if you want the reconnection, you're the one that needs to create it. Got it? All right, my dear friends, thank you so much. It's been terrific fun to be with you here. It's over 2 hours I've been here, and the time goes so fast. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Thank my phone for not running out of juice. And if you're a Cancer or a Libra, check out the readings that are posted today. And do feel free to email me with any questions or comments. I would love to get to know you better. And visit manifestfaster.com for a variety of free resources and other things that you will enjoy. Okay, my friends, we will see you next week. Bye. The email is patternbreakertarot@gmail.com. And Nazia, I'm so sorry I missed you. I'm sorry I didn't get to you, but I will watch for you on the next reading. Okay? Bye, my friends. Love you. patternbreakertarot@gmail.com. Love you guys. Talk soon.